What is up, guys? It is Dazzler Man here with another video. Yes, I know it's a bit late, but I'm doing this video for February, not March. I know it's almost the end of March, but I'll bring another video out showing the teams I've used throughout March in April. Yeah. So yeah, let's jump straight into the team. In the goalkeeper position, we go with Mandanda. He's. I feel like he's kind of a bit off. He have really good games and then really like bad games. He can go from David De Gea to Ospina level of ridiculousness. So it's kind of very counters each other. But I kind of don't really know why I said Ospina. I don't know if he's a goalkeeper or not, but yeah, let's go with that. So yeah, in the centre-back positions, we go with Toby Alderweireld. Probably already butchered that name, but I don't think I have. And then we go with Chris Smalling. No. So yeah, Chris Smalling is an absolute don. He does what he does, and yeah, with 238 games in the club, he's not going anywhere. He is sensational. Well, I would say sensational, but he's a sentinel. So yeah, let's keep that clear. And then we got Toby Alderweireld. I personally thought his pace would have let him down because he's got. I don't really like using players less than 70 pace, except for there's one exception, which was Gary Cahill. He felt like he had more pace than he does. But yeah, Toby Alderweireld is really good. He doesn't really track forward too much, so he doesn't have to run too fast back. But I kind of slapped on the anchor chemistry shell, so it gives him a bit more pace boost. And yeah, we don't really need much pace when we've got the left back and right back, which is very pacey. So we have Patrick Van Arnhold. Yes, I do know I should have got the Crystal Palace one, but I don't really care. I don't really want to change the card for the club. So yeah, he's got 215 games, 5 goals, 6 assists, which is not too bad. And plus, you kind of lose the record. And then in the right back position, we go with Hector Bellerin. And yes, I am aware that I am using the non-upgraded one, but I don't really see the point in upgrading his card because he only has like 1 on dribble, 1 on defending, and 1 on shot. So it's kind of a half upgrade if you ask me. So yeah, in the right centre mid position we go with Fernandinho, and then in the left centre mid position you go with Kante. And yeah, Kante's good, everybody probably knows what he does, he just runs everywhere, covers every blade of grass. But if you want a cheap alternative, I've heard and played against Idris Agana Gueye. I think I may have butchered that name, but he's very decent. He kind of does what Kante does, but I think he goes for only like 4.2, where Kante goes for 19k, and I overpaid for him so much. I paid like I bought him before Christmas, and I paid like 43k for him. So yeah, not too well. And then Fernandinho kind of helps or kind of counters what Kante does. Kante kind of stays back a bit more, then Fernandinho kind of runs up and trying to create some chances. And yeah, and then we have in the central centre mid position we go with Adam Lallana. Since moving him down from cam to centre mid, obviously he has not really created as many chances, but his record is still pretty decent. He's got 94 games, 42 goals, 65 assists. And I kind of like him because you can kind of take a bit of a long shot with him because he's got 5-star weak foot, so it doesn't really matter which foot he takes it with. So yeah, in the left forward position we go with Anthony Martial, which I personally think I kind of go. It differs in opinions. When I play people as Anthony Martial, he's really good. He does what he does, but then when I play it with him, he doesn't create what other people do, which is kind of annoying. But when he does like shoot, it's kind of very accurate, and that 79 shot does not replicate what he can do within the game. And the 87 dribble, I will understand, he's a bit. I can't really utilise his dribble as much. And then his pace, yes, his pace is really good. So yeah, The left forward position, we go with a left wing, which is none other than Pedro. Pedro, I've considered several times about selling him because he hasn't really created as many chances as I expected. But in all fairness, I expected him to bang it from long range. Could have the weak foot, but he's only got like 82 shots, so it's kind of negates each other. But he's got a decent record. He's got 132 games, 37 goals, and 31 assists. That's kind of difficult to say. All those 30s. So yeah, he's decent. I think he's not going to go anywhere. Let's just check his price, see if I have overpaid for him. But I don't think I have. Ooh, 1 for 50. So I may have overpaid for him slightly, but I think I bought him when he was still in packs, so his price would have kind of averaged out a bit, and it would have gone up when he was released out of packs. So yeah. And then by now you probably know who the striker is, and it is none other than Aguero, which is decent. Well, I wouldn't say he's decent. He's incredible. So yeah, hence the stats. He's got 283 games, 288 goals, 79 assists, which is not too bad. I personally, if I could choose, I'd rather take that one star of his skill moves than put it on weak foot. So 5 star, 3 star. Because I don't really use skill moves that much, but his record kind of shows that I kind of sweaty it to him sometimes. If I'm in an open position with, like, say for instance, Martial, I would kind of sweaty it to Aguero just to boost those numbers up. So yeah, that's kind of why Aguero has so many goals, and then Martial has a bit more assist, and Pedro has slightly more assist. But I have been playing them as a wingers, so they kind of have less involvement than Adam and Lallana, because they're kind of straight down the middle, hence the 65 assists. So yeah, that has been my Premier League team. So let's jump into the next team. And the next team we're going with will be a Serie A team. It probably hasn't changed too much, but it might have changed a couple of players. Right, so we start off with none other than the God, that is Joe Hart. I have honestly no problems with this guy. He can save everything someone throws at him, and then he has, like, I'd probably say 2 out of every 10 games he just goes absolutely spastic and saves nothing and goes like spaghetti legs. So yeah, he's very, very good, but like, I'll probably say like a 5% chance he has spaghetti legs. So yeah, in the centre back position we go with Barzagli and then Benatia, both really good defenders. I first using Benatia, I thought he was going to be pretty slow, but I've played over 130 games with him, and he's a solid defender. If you do get counter-attacked, it kind of is a bit frustrating because you don't really have that pacey players back, except for our right back, which is Florenzi, which with that 85 pace. But I do find he does play as, he does want to try and track up a bit, like a right mid or a right wing. So you kind of do find sometimes you are playing three at the back, which is rather frustrating when you get counter-attacked. And that's where half the problem lies with his team. It's not really defensive minded, and it kind of frustrates me because I kind of get counter-attacked quite a bit. So yeah, apart from that, he's well-rounded, pretty decent. Only got 51 games, 2 assists, which is not too bad. And then in the left-back position, to finish off our defence is Patrice Evra, which obviously just shows how slow this team is defensively. But however, Evra does kind of stay back. He doesn't track forwards as much as Florenzi does, which is kind of good. Which, even on the counter attack, you still have that those free back line. And although Evra is not as fast, but you can still try and keep up with them. But 9 times out of 10, he kind of does get outpaced because other people have decent players like Cuadrado and like Higuain. No, Higuain is not fast. I'm in Dybala. So yeah, that's the defence done, and then let's move on to the midfield. Right, so the midfield we go with Kuchka. I think that's how you pronounce him. Right, he's he's I think he's actually pretty decent. Like people say, oh yeah, you look past him like, oh that 69 pace. If he had 70 pace, everybody's like, oh he's really good because he's got like 70 all over. But he does create chances. He does get into space when he needs to. He does chip in with a goal or two when very crucial goals. So yeah, I'm happy with the performance he does put in, and I'm actually surprised I've played that little games with him. Because I did pack him at the start of FIFA, and I've only played 125 games with him, which is very surprising. So yeah, let's move in the central centre mid, which will be a CDM, which is none other than Gary Medel, which I have not got the downgrade because I don't really see the point of the downgrade because he's really good and he does what he does. He kind of chips in with an assist or two and he scores some good goals, which those 8 goals were not just tappings, they were bangers. So yeah, 164 games played and he's got 4-star weak foot, so it's pretty decent. So yeah, he's only got 4 yellow cards, which I'm very surprised about. And yeah, let's go into the last centre mid, which will be a cam, which is Borja Valero. And yeah, this team is very inconsistent. We've got like a centre mid, then we've got a CDM, and then we've got a cam, which is strange. Yeah, Borja Valero is really good. He's just kind of creates chances. I haven't really got that many stats in this card because I did pack him in an untradeable and sold his other one for a ridiculous profit because I sold the first one. I bought the first one for 800 coins, sold it like 2 days ago for 4.2k, which it's a tiny profit. He's really good. He kind of, if I play him in the cam position, he will get goals and assists. United days without a doubt, with that 4-star. So yeah, let's move in the left forward position. The left forward position we go with a left wing, which is Insigne, which I'm not sold on him. He's kind of a bit naff, to be honest. I think it's his weak foot, and he's never really there in the position that you ever want him. He's played 64 games and scored 14 goals and 9 assists, which is not too bad, but I never feel like he's ever in the best position possible, which is kind of frustrating. And then in the right forward position, I think we go with a right mid, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we do go with a right mid. Quadrado is decent. He is very good. I personally think his stats look worse than they are, but he is very good. He does get into space. He does create chances, but sometimes the chances don't really pay off. And yes, I do know, I believe there is an upgrade, but I don't really see the point in the upgrade because there's not really much of an upgrade to him. So yeah, and plus his upgrade goes for a bit, so I can't really be bothered spending those coins. And yes, I do know I should change him from a right mid to a right wing to get some more chemistry because he's on 6'10", but he kind of plays well. I think I should do that just to get a bit more stats out of him. And yeah, finally we go with the main man, which is Paulo Dybala, which those stats are incredible. He does so well. I personally think he plays better than Aguero. He's much more agile and kind of can get into space and much quicker with the acceleration and speed and balance than Aguero is. But yeah, he's played 90 games, 106 goals and 17 assists, which is not too bad. So yeah, that's been my Serie A team, and yeah, this has been a roundup of the teams I have been using throughout the month of February. They probably haven't changed much, but if they have, they have. And yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please like, comment and subscribe. It does help me out quite a bit. So yeah, this has been Dazzler Man, and see you in the next video.